What's going on, everybody? This is your boy Martin, aka Level, here, back today with another video, only this time Sonic the Hedgehog 3, the official trailer. Now, I know most of the time I react to music and stuff like that on the channel, but I do react to movie trailers and stuff like that as well too. So don't get it twisted. This is a reaction channel. So if there's anything that you guys think that I should also react to, whether it's movies or music, leave that comments in the comment section down below, and I might just react to it. But on top of that, I definitely had to react to Sonic the Hedgehog 3 because it has one of my favorite characters of all time debuting in this movie and these little trilogy series that they got going on with the new Sonic the Hedgehog movies. I've seen number 1, I've seen number 2, but none of them are going to compare to number 3. Why? Because it has Shadow in it, ladies and gentlemen. Shadow has got to be one of my favorite characters of all time, regardless of what it is we're talking about. I absolutely love Shadow. He just really stuck out to me as a kid. And yeah, I was playing this video game too with that little mini Uzi shooting up the world and being just an absolute menace. But no, in all actuality, I love Sonic. That intro to that Shadow game though has got to be one of the craziest intros of all time. But I saw the trailer. I know I'm a couple days late again. For most of y'all that know, for most of y'all that don't know, I just started moving into a brand new house, so I had to get everything kind of set up a little bit. But we are back, and I saw this trailer again 6-7 days late, but that's okay. Better late than never, as I always say. Let's get right into it. Let's not waste some more time. If you could please hit the like button, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel, as all these things help out the channel moving forward. Without any further ado, let's get into the trailer.
Sonic, you finally found your family.
Try to keep up.
I know it hasn't always been easy, but you didn't change who you are in here.
Yeah, in my lungs.
Or your heart.
There's been a high-level security breach. And we need Team Sonic's immediate assistance. Project Shadow is far beyond anything we've ever encountered.
Shadow's story began a lot like yours, Sonic. But where you found family and friends...
Damn.
Shadow found only pain and loss.
All right, we got a rogue alien on the loose. How do we find it?
Start with the giant fireball?
I love it. Let's start with a giant fireball.
He is much more impressive than the Hedgehog I fought previously.
Dude, I'm standing right here.
You're a colorful bunch.
We don't want to fight you.
Actually, Sonic, I would like to fight.
No, no!
Oh, damn.
My turn.
Damn.
Can we just talk about this?
He's going to be crazy.
He's too powerful. Sonic! I can't believe I'm saying this, but we need you-know-who.
This is a bad idea.
When has that ever stopped me?
Doctor,
We have visitors.
this is sad, Robotnik. Even for you.
We need your help.
On one condition.
Let's do this!
If I can't rule the world, I might as well save it! I need room.
But, sir, I don't have the proper materials.
Found some.
When we're done, there won't be anything left.
Hey, no cheat code!
Oh, my God.
What did you do? What I had to.
Welcome home, my boy.
Oh, my God.
Is it?
It couldn't be.
Couldn't it?
I am...
Are you? In the saggy flesh.
Wow. They're just bringing everybody back, aren't they? Now, honestly, I know just a little bit about this dude. He also is obviously a scientist. You don't need me to tell you. He's got the damn lab coat on. But this is Gerald Robotnik. He's actually the grandfather to Dr. Eggman. So it's interesting that he's going to be in here because other than that, I know he was a scientist and his grandfather. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I don't know too much more about Gerald. So if you know anything else, please let me know in the comment section down below. I definitely think there's a lot of interesting things that we have to talk about in this trailer. Number one is Shadow. Let's talk about Keanu Reeves. His voice sounds absolutely insane. He was the perfect voice for Shadow. I mean, the perfect voice for Shadow. Shadow, just by this trailer, is going to be an absolute menace to society. He's going to be such a beast, such a boss in this goddamn movie. So much, in fact, that Sonic actually has to go get Dr. Eggman to team up with just so that they can beat this man, because this Hedgehog is, God, he's out of their league. In fact, it looks like he's even mastered chaos control by this point, because he's able to do the teleportation from one place to another. And if I remember correctly, that's just because, again, he's mastered chaos control, I believe. So I could be wrong. Again, let me know in the comment section if you know any other details about him being able to teleport, but I think that's why is due to the chaos controlling. Now we see Shadow locked up in this confinement in this this chamber or whatever. Now that is something that actually does happen again after the death of Maria. Who's Maria, you might say? Well, if you've ever watched the cartoon series in the past, or again, if you've ever kept up with the story of Shadow or Sonic in general, you would know that this is Maria. Maria Robotnik, yes, she is the cousin to Dr. Eggman, and not only that, she is also the granddaughter to Gerald as well. Now, in the TV series, definitely where I watched it there in the cartoons back in the past, she does pass away, unfortunately. Spoiler alert if you've never seen it, but in the TV show, I believe she was actually shot by a gun, if I remember correctly, in her attempts to help Shadow escape from where he was being locked up. Again, this place right here. So I'm assuming they're going to get a lot of passing footage of Shadow's past and how everything definitely started. But yes, he definitely was held in confinement. He was definitely having lab tests done on him all the time. They grew to love each other very, very much. She actually helps him escape this confinement and stuff like that as well, and in the process actually loses her life, which is where you see this shot later. Again, she was accidentally shot during the whole process of helping Shadow escape. And right here we also see Gerald right by her side as well. Now this is where we definitely get that close up of Shadow for the first time, and wow, he looks absolutely stunning. And you know they're going to come out with lots of merch, probably little figures and or stuffed animals or things like that for this. And OMG, I gotta buy that. I absolutely gotta buy it. If they have a figure that comes out, or a big old plushie that comes out of Shadow, it is definitely getting put onto the wall. As stuff starts to come out that I really, really enjoy, it's definitely going on to the shelves in the back as I start to put more stuff and more figures and things on there. But I definitely gotta have that. I also think this part is really funny right here. For most of y'all that don't know, the way that Shadow kicks Tails here, y'all would just think nothing of it, like, oh, he's just taking on them. Shadow and Tails have a history of not liking each other very much. They definitely got some beef going on. So the fact that he kicked him like that is absolutely funny if you know the history between these two characters. Yeah, they definitely do not like each other. There's a beef going on there, that's for sure. And one thing I definitely want to point out is glad to see that Jim Carrey is back as Dr. Eggman. So I was wondering when the weight is going to be put on, and it's starting now. After all his failures, yeah, I mean, it definitely causes a lot of stress on somebody to maybe put on some weight, grow out their hair, and look a little funky. Now, we do see this part right here where Dr. Eggman tells Sonic that the only reason I will join you, and we don't exactly get to hear him say it, but we get this visual right here. You got to give me one of your quills. Something that Dr. Eggman has been chasing and fighting for Sonic since the very, very beginning of this series. So the interesting part is I've seen all the theories of what could happen, especially with him rejoining with his grandfather, Gerald, is that Shadow is not going to be the main villain of this movie. As you can tell, there will be a point where Dr. Eggman is going to turn on Sonic. They're not friends. Everybody knows this. He's only doing this temporarily for his benefit, which obviously he got the quill. So he is going to help Sonic a little bit. You got to play the part. But if we know anything about Dr. Eggman, is he's always got something sneaky, something hidden, ready to attack Sonic with and defeat him. And for most of y'all, like I said, I've seen the theories. Most of y'all believe that they're going to use this quill Gerald and Dr. Eggman to make Metal Sonic, and that he will be the ending and final boss to not only defeat Shadow, but to defeat Sonic as well. I don't necessarily believe if that is the case, we will get that in this movie. I think Sonic or Shadow is going to be the main villain. However, I do believe we are going to get a teaser or an ending that will be that kind of hint to the next movie that potentially could be Metal Sonic. I don't think we're getting Metal Sonic or anything like that in the third movie, but I do definitely think if that is the case, we are going to be getting him in the fourth movie, and we might just see a little bit teaser from this movie at the end or in the ending credit scene, previewing that and showing that for the next movie to come in Sonic 4. Now, one thing I do love, and I cannot lie, is the fact that Jim Carrey is not only playing Dr. Eggman, but he is also going to be playing Gerald as well. I've heard many people say it, so I got to say it as well. 2 Jim Carreys is better than 1 Jim Carrey. I absolutely love Jim Carrey. I think he's hilarious. One of my favorite movies of all time, actually, comedy movie wise, is Bruce Almighty. Absolutely love that movie. But yes, no, I do love the fact that not only he is playing Dr. Eggman, he will be playing Gerald as well. I cannot wait for this movie to come out. Now, this movie is set to release December 20th, 2024, only just a couple of months away. Who knew? It's already September. That's absolutely insane. This year is going by fast. But yeah, this movie is set to release December 20th, 2024. Let me know if you are going to go see this movie. I will be there on opening day. Best believe to see my homie Shadow and Sonic take on each other one-on-one and see what devious scheme Dr. Eggman's got cooking up his sleeve. Let me know in the comment section down below if any of my theories are, if you're on par with any of my theories, or if there's any theories that you have or have heard that definitely you think could potentially happen in this movie. Leave a comment down below, hit the like button, and subscribe to the channel, as all these things help out the channel moving forward. And until next time, peace.